I'm so conscious of drinking on this thing.
Because
oh my god, that double audible gulp.
That you and I both did with the grape?
Yes.
Yeah, it was really loud.
It was so loud. I was like, oh my god.
This is so loud. But that grape, man.
Well, the grape was top notch.
It is top notch. I'm going to face this out to make sure
there we go.
There we go.
Bing.
Bing. Bing. Hey, bud.
Hey.
Hi.
How's it going?
How's it going, everyone?
How you doing?
Oh, man. Not bad.
Yeah?
You know.
Gonna make it?
Yeah, you know, suck down some more caffeine. And
because that is always the answer.
Yeah, man. Dude, bro, that's how dreams are made. With enough willpower and caffeine, you can accomplish anything in life.
Yeah. Of course, some of those dreams are kind of messed up dreams, but they're still dreams.
It depends what country you live in.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, man. This one's good. I haven't had this
I
one.
like that one.
So this one, so rain today.
Yeah.
A little bit stronger. 300 megs of caffeine. But this one's what is it, gummy bear or something?
It's the white gummy bear.
White gummy bear? Pretty good. Yeah. I like the orange better. The orange dreamsicle was really good.
Have you had the rainbow sherbet one? Mm-mm. Oh, that one's good.
Oh, I think I have. It's been a long time since I've had it. The last time I had rain was whenever I was working at Vitamin Shop.
I thought you had one here.
Well, that was a dreamsicle. But prior to that, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, prior to that. It's been a long time since I've had it.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
To bring up like several podcasts ago, actually no, it was the most recent one where we're talking about the Greece trip and the
last one that was posted.
Yeah,
but that one was
So when this comes out,
a
while back,
yeah.
I stumbled upon the Strawberry Dream Monster.
Oh, you did?
About. Yeah,
it's good.
I hadn't tried it.
Oh, okay.
I saw it and I was like,
it's good.
I haven't tried it.
Did you get it?
I didn't get it.
Oh.
I saw it because I know that they've come out with a new one, like some blue one. I don't know. I don't keep up with the Monster.
I don't either.
Yeah.
They have some good ones. They have the ultras. I always do the ultras. Well, not always. I just kind of stick to Ghost closely. But the as far as the monsters go, the ultras are pretty good. The white one's good. The Strawberry Dreams one's good.
Yeah.
They have a grape one. It's okay.
I heard there was a grape one. Yeah.
It's okay. It's fine. The peachy. They have one's called Peachy Keen.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Excuse me. That being said, there was I saw that they also have like was it something Lincoln?
No, it was like, I don't know, something like a little pokey thing or something.
I think it might have been it right there.
Yeah,
that's it.
Okay.
But I saw that they also do like I don't want to say a malt liquor, but like a sparkling alcoholic beverage.
Monster?
Well. Yeah, they just came out.
Whoa! No, that news to me. I didn't know.
Yeah, they had the peach one that you mentioned, and then they had the original flavor, and there was a couple of others.
Okay,
I was like, that'd be an interesting.
Yeah, whatever. I'm down. We have a lot of rules in our house. Like we have a list of rules, right?
Yeah.
And then one of those rules is always try something at least once.
Yeah.
Always, whether it's food or drink or
whatever.
I don't want to go on the dirty side of things. Always try it at least once.
At least once.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
you're never gonna know. Yeah. How are you doing, bud?
I'm doing good.
Doing okay?
Yeah. Day 3?
Is this your day 3?
Day 3 in the new regiment.
Yeah, man. So let's talk about that. How's all that going? How you feeling?
I feel good.
Yeah.
I feel real good. There's some things that I like to play with when it comes to like the meals as far as...
There's a lot of things I like to play with.
As far as nutrition goes.
Oh.
Yeah, I need to work on kind of tweaking the flavors of some of the meals.
Okay.
Actually, mainly the beef. The chicken one's actually pretty easy always to season for some reason. That one's easier to do. It's the beef one because of the intensity of a ground beef that usually just masks a lot of the flavors if you don't put enough.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to kind of tweak that one a little bit.
Yeah.
Other than that, the pineapple and blueberry
combo.
It's different.
Yeah. It's good though.
But I can't really taste anything.
That's so refreshing.
I mean, it's refreshing, but I get a hint of blueberry. The pineapple is lost.
Mm-hmm. And that much water, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, but that's been pretty good.
Yeah.
But I was talking with Devin, so who is on the exact same journey that I'm on. He and I were both going, bro, the bedtime shake, best part of the whole thing.
With the milk?
Yeah. And I was like, and I was telling him how the first time I went through a reset, it was water.
Yep.
So there was no milk.
Yep.
And I said, this makes it so much better.
Yeah, so much more palatable.
Better. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
let's kind of paint the whole picture.
Okay.
Right? So you started over. You started a whole new journey.
Starting a whole new.
Yep. Starting completely over, and the journey is weight loss.
Yeah. Wanting to not so much weight loss as more just a fat percentage loss.
Sorry. Yeah, fat loss.
Yeah.
That's what I meant to say. Yeah. Fat loss.
There is a difference.
100%. A big difference. And the movements that we're centered around, it's kind of big compound, not so much the powerlifting compound movements, but more like a strongman type, athletic kind of, like lots of hinging.
Yeah,
you guys doing a lot of hinging.
Yeah,
lots of back stuff, lots of hinging stuff. We're gonna get your guys' hips and backs like really strong.
Yeah, today the back pump at the end was pretty solid.
Yeah,
it was good. It was nice. Yeah, it'd be nice to look like an inverted triangle again.
Very nice.
I miss those days.
Yeah, it's good, man.
Yeah,
and so the meals you're doing, you're doing phase one, right? So I have
a reset.
Yeah, I do phasing. I do a phasing approach to nutrition and training, right? You got to you can't just start balls to the wall. You got to kind of go into it for both. And the phase one is, to your point, very simple.
Yeah.
Phase two gets a little more fun, and then phase three is just wide open to do whatever you want to do. But by the time you get there, you're ready to do it. Right. But the beef. Do I have you on 90-10? I believe I do.
90-10.
Okay. Yeah. So the beef, you've got to bring big flavor to the beef, and that's why I like the flavors that I really like with the beef is either Tex-Mex flavors or Asian flavors.
Yeah, I think I need to go with the taco seasoning for the next time that I do it.
I think it's a good choice.
Yeah. I think I'll just do the kind of. Now, would it be better to do the low sodium or just the regular?
Salt your friend.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Yeah, man.
I mean, I figured as much, but yeah. I didn't know if doing that particular spice, prepackaged spices, and then doing the salting on top of it would be good, or if it was the low sodium and then do the salting on top. Okay.
You guys are right at the bottom threshold of where you need to be. So I had planned on putting in more salt later.
Okay.
So it's fine. Salt your friend. Don't let anybody tell you different. Salt is your friend. Eggs are your friend.
Oh, it's so good.
Beef is your friend. Carbs are your friend. Despite what many would have you believe. Yeah. Carbs don't make you fat. Nope. Eating in excess makes you fat.
Yeah.
Carbs will make you fat.
Yeah.
Fat doesn't make you fat.
No.
You have to have fat too. Fats are important.
Fats are good.
Fats are good. They're all super important, but they need to be done in a particular way.
In moderation.
They need to be done, well, it depends. Depends on the journey. So sometimes it's not in moderation.
Well,
I have guys that are stupid amount of carbs. Way too many carbs. But for my journey, way too many carbs. But for their journey, it's perfect.
Yeah.
So it depends.
That being said, so much potato on the breakfast meal. So much.
Yeah, it's so good.
Oh, God. It's like, so good. It's like the egg is lost sometimes. It's like, I think I might just say, it's just all potato.
Yeah. Is it 1 3/4 I have you at?
1 3/4.
Yeah. Cup and 3/4.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I love potato, though.
Oh.
It's more of a hash. The way you guys have is more of a hash.
Yeah.
Are you putting salsa in it?
No, I'm not doing that.
Yeah, you can do salsa.
No, wait, dude. No, I love just the simple flavor of the Greek yogurt and the egg and the hash brown. I just enjoy it.
Yeah. I found this. I was going to show.
But I thought that we weren't doing any salsa on that.
10 calories.
10. Okay, so that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that wasn't on the deal.
I think I have it in the. Oh, I just sent it to you. So normally I send an email. So my bad.
Oh, okay.
I send an email like I did when we first started working together.
Yeah.
It was an email and it's all lined out. And I was like, oh, do this, don't do this, don't do this. And in that email, it says no sauces other than what is specified, unless you wanted to do something like a salsa for the breakfast meal. That's 10 calories or less.
Okay.
So I called that out, but I didn't send you that full email. I just sent you the thing because we've worked together in the past.
Well, and again,
so my mistake.
No. I mean, it didn't matter because I'm not gonna. I love the breakfast meal. I mean, it's been. You've had me on this breakfast meal for
like 2 years or something. So long. So good.
I won't change it. I love eating this meal.
It's so good.
Because you got me, like I mentioned before we were in Greece, I was like, I want my eggs.
Yeah.
This is nice, but I want my meal.
Everyone says that.
It's so good. It's so simple, and it's just fantastic. And it never fails. More often than not, when I'm eating at breakfast, Stacy, my lovely bride, will walk up and be like, I need to make sure that everything's okay before you can eat it. So she'll
Is it poisoned?
She'll do the mom tax.
Yeah,
she'll,
the mom tax.
So she'll take a bite. She's like, okay, you're fine. And then walk off.
I love that. That's funny.
Yeah.
Everyone. So I've worked with hundreds of people over the years. I'm coming up to 1,000 actually.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah. And there have been very few. I could like count on my hands. Out of that number, people that were like, "Oh, the breakfast is either not good or just okay." Everyone loves the breakfast. It's so good. It's so simple. But I found this. I was going to take a picture of it and send it to you. I forgot. It's a roasted. It's a fire roasted hatch chili salsa. Ooh. And I did it with the egg meal, and it just boom.
Really?
Flavor. Oh,
see, I found an avocado, a spicy avocado one.
Well, it depends on the calories.
Yeah. I sampled it and I was like, oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean, that would be good with the eggs.
Yeah. But now it's
it was real spicy.
It wasn't like overly spicy, but it did have you could taste it at the end, but nothing that was going to be like, I can't enjoy it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So, what about you? How's your fitness journey going?
Been really good, actually. I'm hurting. I'm really sore.
Did not know that.
Yeah, I'm hobbling around and shit. It's been going really good. I'm in week 4 or 5.
Okay.
Yeah, so I started the journey. It was kind of weird how we did the timing of stuff. I didn't quite time it out really well, but I started the journey where I was still in this bulk. And then now last week was my first week as I'm starting to cut back again. Yeah. And it was going really good. I kind of hit a little higher on the bulk than I wanted to. I was about 4 pounds over where I wanted to be. But 4 pounds is no big deal. Yeah. 4 pounds, when you're if you're 120 pounds, like 4 pounds is a lot, right? But when you're 250, 260 pounds, I hit 258. 4 pounds of 258 ain't shit. I was like, what, 2%, 2.5%? Yeah. Not even. No. Less than 2%. So it's nothing. So I hit a little bit over, so I'm starting to cut back now. I'm down about 1.3 pounds, and things are moving. The deadlifts are moving better than they probably ever have in my life. Yeah. Yeah, which is a lot. I'm not a deadlifter. It's so hard for me. It's by far the hardest lift for me. And that's been the one that's been the biggest improvement. Yeah. Bench has always been great for me. Yeah. I talk to people just like how I talk to people that are deadlifters, and they're like, "Yeah, you just pick it up." And I'm like, "No, you don't." Yeah. Like, there's so much that goes into it, and every lift, like, I can coach you through any lift. I can coach anybody through any lift, and each one of them is very technical in their own perspective, in their own right. But the same way people can just approach the bar, grip and rip, I can do that for bench press. I just kind of get under it, and it kind of just everything just makes sense. I can just drive it. Yeah. But yeah, deads are moving really well. Bench is moving really well. I haven't missed a single lift except for squats, which is super weird for me. Yeah. Usually, squats is where you're on point on. Before the injury last year, right? There's been other injuries too, but before the injury last year, like squats, I lived for squats. I did squats twice a week. I'd have a volume day where I was doing like 4x15, 4x20, you know, moderate weight. And then like I'd have my heavy day, which was like in my power building phase was like a 5x5.
Yeah.
And it was like gliding, everything felt great. I loved getting on the squat bar. And now, dude, I look at the squat bar, I look at a loaded squat bar and I'm like, I do not want to touch that.
Yeah.
I don't want to even approach it. I have to like fight myself to get up under that bar. And I hate it. That sucks.
Yeah.
I don't like that feeling.
Yeah. Now, I mean, is it just because of the sheer pain that you're experiencing?
Yeah, it hurts.
I mean, is it hurting on the way down, on the way up, on the push? Where you feel the most? All of it.
Yeah, the stretch really. So the adductor, it hurts.
Are you sure you didn't tear anything?
Well, I did, yeah.
No, I'm talking about
recently.
like, yeah.
No, I did. So I had a little bit of a snafu on Friday, this past Friday. So my last.
Maybe tell me about that one.
Yeah, my last squat day.
Yeah.
And it was, God, it just felt like shit. Everything felt like shit. And like you have those days, right? But I haven't had a day like that with squats in years. Like I always look forward to squat day. And it was like, I wasn't hitting depth. It didn't feel good. And I felt in my back, like it's just like I'm like starting to round a little, doing all this weird shit that I don't normally do. And I think it's just because this is tight. But I wasn't hitting depth. And it was the last set. And I did the first rep and it was still a little too high. And I'm like, fuck. All right, let's go. Yeah. So I hit where I thought depth was. And I was like, okay, we went a little bit lower. So I did the last two of that set like that, and after I racked, it was just like this burning, like that burning kind of pain. Like not that you tear something, but like it's close.
Yeah,
right?
like you
did something. You should probably stop.
Yeah.
So I did a little bit more, and then I stopped.
Do as we say, not as we do.
Yeah, but I'm proud of myself for stopping because I didn't want to. I spent 45 minutes fighting the urge to keep going.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Before I finally like contacted my coach and I was like, I'm fighting this. Should I stop or should I not? And then he's like, stop. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I spent 45 minutes because like I'm in my head and I'm like, I have to keep going because I have a goal. Yeah. It's not going to reach itself. I got to do it.
Right.
And I'm fighting it. But anyway.
But I mean, one thing you got to take into consideration is sometimes when you push yourself, when you shouldn't be, you're going to be doing more harm, as you well know, than you are good, and you're going to delay that goal even more.
Yeah, whatever.
See, and that's why.
I know. I'm so bad at it.
Yeah, I know.
It's hard.
I know,
but you're right.
Yeah.
And it's that's getting better, and that's working with my coach is that's getting better. Even yesterday. Yesterday was a pretty brutal day. The percentages are getting up there, and it's getting like things are getting heavy. Like I did deadlifts at a 4x2, which I don't normally do that many reps at that weight.
Right.
Sorry, that many sets at that weight. And then it was immediately into RPE 9.5 rack pulls. Yeah, 3x3.
Wow.
Yeah, 3x3, 9.5. I haven't, I'm not gonna say I never do that because the past couple of weeks I have, and I've done that in the past when I had to, but not like systematically.
Right.
And
are you doing that weekly?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, no wonder you're feeling the way you are.
And I'm not sleeping. Like, sleep's been rough.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yesterday, so I went the deadlifts and then right into RPE 9.5 rack pulls. And then into like heavy 3x3 RDLs.
Yeah.
And then into moderately heavy 3x8 seated good mornings.
Yeah.
So like posterior just shot.
Yeah.
I got to I had high volume reverse hypers, and I love ending with reverse hypers. It feels so good on the back.
Yeah.
And I did almost 50% of the weight I was supposed to do on first set because I'm like, okay, let me just kind of get through it.
Yeah.
I did 6 reps and failed, and then grinded through 2 more reps, and I was like, okay, I'm done. So I stopped. I stopped there.
Good.
Yeah. So
probably should have stopped at the 6, not grinded through the last 2. But again, I mean, at least you stopped and didn't, cause any more.
Yeah, I was like, one of the owners of the gym. I was walking out. She posted. So I posted that workout. She commented on the post. She was like, "Yeah, you were barely walking." And I was like, "I was barely thinking." I was like, that was brutal, man. Do you have that? I'm sure you do. Like, get the workout brain.
Oh yeah, where
your brain stops braining and you're just kind of doing it.
I mean, especially when you're
deads. Man, deads always do that to me.
Now we were doing that Devin, my workout partner lately. He and I we did sled pulls.
Yeah,
and then sled drags.
Yeah,
and just
that was last week.
That was last week. Yeah. So when we did that back to back,
yeah, it's brutal,
dude. I was just like, I couldn't. I was just like,
that's really good though, because there's like anterior work, but a lot of posterior work, and then the seated is just all posterior.
Yeah.
It's a
no. It wasn't seated. It was. We did the actual pull with the vest. Yeah,
gotcha. Yeah, that's brutal.
So my ADHD brain, when we were doing the tire flips yesterday, there is literally nothing around us but the tire and this one anvil.
You would.
And I'm filming his tire flips.
Yeah.
And then I stop. And then, bam! And I'm like, and he just looks at me and goes, "There's literally nothing around us." But it finds me.
It finds you.
It finds me.
God.
It never fails. I am constantly bumping into something.
I couldn't tell you how many times I've banged my shins on like random shit. It's like truck hitches. I will bang my leg on every single truck hitch that's in a parking lot. I will bang my leg on it for whatever reason.
Oh yeah,
every time. So funny. So another tangent on that one. My mom's like this too, and my mom's very ADHD as well. She when I was a kid, she was in a Blockbuster parking lot, and there were no cars, nothing in the parking lot except for one light pole. And it was in a big concrete thing, and it was the light pole. And we were kids, right?
Yeah.
She manages to drive her Blazer, not only hit it, but drive up the pole.
Oh my God.
Just destroyed that Blazer. Yeah.
Oh my God.
The only thing around. I know where I get it from.
Oh my God, dude. It never fails. We're in the gym. I'm constantly
banging on something.
Yeah.
I got stuff on my shins.
I've got like permanent, like, my shins because I'm constantly bumping into stuff.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you the number of times I'm amazed that I still have a pinky toe at this point. Is the number of times that I keep bumping into corners, especially, oh my God, it happened the other night. So with the new regiment that we're on, we're drinking a stupid amount of water. And so, of course, it's about the fourth time that I've gotten up to go pee in the middle of the night because there's so much water we're consuming.
You get used to it. Right?
But, bro, I get out of bed, and I'm like half awake, half asleep, and I hit the corner of the bed.
Oh, that's the worst.
Like, oh, my God.
Yeah, and you're trying to be quiet.
I don't know how I didn't wake up Stacy.
Yeah.
But, dude, I'm just sitting there. I'm like wanting to cuss at the dog, and it's asleep. Like it's the dog's fault.
Yeah.
Oh, it hurts so bad.
God, dude, I've done it. I've done that same thing, except I was going to the bathroom. I got up, smashed my foot, and it hurt so bad that I went to bury my face into the bed to yell. Katie, who was also on the bed, unfortunately, her leg was right where my face was going, so I smashed my forehead into her shin. And she freaks the fuck out. She thinks she thinks someone's grabbing her, gonna take her and kill her or something. And I'm like yelling. She's like, "What?" So that was a clusterfuck.
Oh yeah.
100%. I'm all the time.
Oh God, it's so bad.
Yeah, it's really bad when I'm working with clients because like you're working with a client, especially one that you haven't worked with a lot. This happened to me this week. Is working with a client that you don't really work with, and I'm filming him and I'm watching him, and I am the only thing when I'm working with someone. That's the only thing that's happening in the world. In the universe, there's nothing else that's in the universe between what I'm doing and what I'm looking at with me and the client, what I'm paying attention to. So there's deadlift, like the gym we have, there's 8 deadlift platforms, and they're all kind of like there's 4 and 4, right? And I have him on this very last one, like walking backwards, and I'm tripping over the deadlift platform behind me, and I'm like stumbling, and I'm like trying to still pay attention to what he's doing. And he's like, "Are you okay?" Yeah, I'm fine. Keep going.
Just doing that whole Matrix move.
Yeah, dude, it's so funny. But like people get it though. Like when I'm working with people, they're equally weirded out and very appreciative of like, how I do things. So it's really funny.
Oh, well, I mean, I think our wives are both jealous that you and I can communicate so easily. They'll be like, I don't understand anything that you're saying right now.
Yeah, so funny.
I think there's been times where you and I have been in the middle of a thought in our own head.
Yeah.
Say the remainder of whatever that thought was, and I'd be like, oh, yeah. And then just
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah. Yeah, Casey Jones, yeah, of course. That's so funny.
Absolutely.
No, that's good.
Oh man.
So yeah, Journey's been good. I'm very happy with it. I'm shooting for a 1500 by December, like mid-December. I'm shooting for a 1500. I know squats aren't going to be there, so I'm going to have to make it up. It just is what it is. Yeah. Squats are shit. It's just.
So where's your deads at right now?
I'm feeling like a high 5 or 6.
Okay.
I'm kind of feeling that.
Right.
The adductors been really good. They've been solid. The hips have been pretty good. I'm still having a bit of that like weird hip shift.
Yeah.
But I noticed yesterday that I was finally pulling symmetrically between my left leg and right leg, because normally it's
usually you're kind of.
And I've been protecting my left leg so much, but I found yesterday, like, left leg was getting really sore, and I was like really I was trusting myself to put weight on it, so it was awesome.
Nice.
Good. Yeah, so it's funny because like one of the last 500 squats that I did, it was I tried to. Did you see that one? Mm-mm. So it was on a bench. It was into a box squat because I didn't trust myself to do it without being on a box. So I go to sit down, I go to get up, and I did even drive. Yeah. And I was like, I couldn't do it because it lit up. Mm-hmm. So I sat back down and then just shifted to my right side and just stood up. So I know I got a 500-pound squat on my right leg, but I can't do it evenly. But things are coming back.
All right. So, and then where are you sitting at on your bench?
Like a low 4. Okay. 420.
So, I mean... So let's say 410.
I'll need like a 5. I'll need a 585. If I get a 500 squat. Yeah. 500 squat, 585 dead, and then a 420 bench. I got my 15.
Okay. Well, I mean,
or 4, even if a 415. Right? Yeah. 415 bench. Yeah. I think I'm shooting for a 418.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's going to be at the Battle of the Gyms.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. Battle of the Gyms, unsanctioned meet. If you're in the Houston area, come on down, man. There's like 8 gyms.
That's awesome.
I need to get that list. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna hopefully have a couple of clients there that'll be. It just depends on their schedule and stuff because I've got clients kind of all over the place. Yeah. I'm excited about that.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then after that, did I tell you what my journey is gonna be after that?
No.
Yeah, man. So January 1st. New journey starts.
Okay. Yeah. And what is this new journey?
Road to 500.
Really?
500 bench.
Okay.
Yep. I am going to hit a 500 bench next year.
Nice. Mm-hmm. So now, will that require you to start bulking up a bit more?
I don't think so. I think I have enough. The only thing I'm concerned about is my left shoulder.
Okay.
So I need to do a lot of rotator cuff work on my left side. There's some posterior stuff that needs to happen to build the shoulder up.
Right.
Other than that, I've got enough mass. I've got enough strength and stability to be able to do it.
Okay.
Because I can hold 500, and I can do a 50% negative.
Okay.
With the 500 under control. So I know it's there. I know it's when I say it's there.
Right.
I'm capable.
Okay.
Right? So I'll need to do a bunch of bicep work. My biceps are,
Okay.
Yeah, they hurt.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's your time frame? So are you giving yourself a full year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
100 pounds.
Okay, good.
Well, 85.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
which is a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, I think I can do it.
Yeah, that's a lot in even 12 months' time.
I think I can do it. Huh? I think I can do it. I am. I'm working with the right people.
Yeah,
and I think I can. And I know. Again, bench is so comfortable for me. Mm-hmm. I know I can game it. I know from a technique perspective, I can game it just a little bit more. I can get some more pounds out of it like that.
Right.
And I know from a power output, I know where my weaknesses are, mm-hmm. and that's step one. So it's going to be a lot of mid-range work. It's going to be a lot of bicep work, a lot of tricep work.
Yeah.
Off the chest, I'm good. Power in the chest is there. Power. Yeah, I can. It's been really. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Sorry. I feel like
you're
I'm
good.
talking a lot about myself.
No.
I did some pin presses, mm-hmm. I set the pins up to be literally right off the chest.
Right.
Very eye-opening.
Really?
How I shift, I'm very, I come down and, immediately I want to roll the bar up. So, I need to, roll down so I can push straight up.
Okay.
And it's, so I know I can game it.
Yeah, see, I do the same thing on bench. I go straight back.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Your front delts,
Yeah.
But your front delts have been taken over for that right shoulder for a long time.
Yeah. Which I know I need to go in and get
Not gonna go there. You know what you need to do.
I gotta be able to get down there. That's the problem.
Come down there, man. You got the afternoons.
Not always.
Always.
No, not always.
Whatever. Kids can take care of themselves.
It's not the kids. It's work.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. They got a pesky job thing. Yeah. Stupid adulting and bills and shit.
Sucks.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
So with that being said, how's you mentally?
The struggle with
the bench with the squat.
Ooh, it's fucking me up.
Yeah.
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 I don't like it because I see it's something I coach people through, right? But
right.
you because it's happened before,
right?
And it's something you have to, in order to coach someone through it, you have to have been there and you have to do it. And it's getting under. Same thing with deads. Squats and deads are just a different animal. When it's heavy like that, your body sometimes just screams no. And sorry, not your body, your brain. Your brain is just like, don't do that. If you're new and you're a beginner and you don't know where your capabilities are, you absolutely should not do that.
Right.
But when you know your capabilities, you got to fight through it. Right.
Yeah.
And with squats, it's always been like, oh, let's put some weight on there.
Yeah.
Because I unrack and I love that feeling. And then my setup, after I do a hard brace, unrack, do my walkout, mm-hmm. and do another hard brace and get tight again. And then when I do that second brace and I get tight and I pull the bar into my back and I just get real tight, all of a sudden that bar just becomes a part of me.
Yeah.
And nothing, everything of that feeling.
Yeah.
And I'm not there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that squat bar, I feel it rolling. I've never had a problem with the bar rolling on my back. It's weird. I don't know what's going on.
Are you setting it up too high?
No. It's right. If anything, it's too low. Just because of the way the rack that I'm using right now, it's like...
Do you think it's the rack? I mean, I'm not saying it's the equipment, but just because where you're working out is a different place than where you've normally gone to. Is that any key factor? Is that a factor in any of it? I mean, I didn't think it would be, but it can.
I don't think so, because it's not It's not
like the POS rack that's down.
It's a power lift rack.
Yeah.
And it's a really super strong, sturdy rack. No, I don't think so. It's because it's not psychological feeding the physical. It's the physical feeding the psychological.
Okay.
And because I feel it.
Yeah.
And the bar I'm using is top-notch bar. It's a Texas squat bar, brand new.
Yeah.
Gnarly.
I remember seeing the
dude, the knurling on that thing is gnarly.
Yeah, didn't you tear, or didn't you
Oh, it bleeding?
Yeah.
Yeah, it made me bleed because it's rolling.
Think of the words.
Yeah, and I'm trying to. I know what to do. Everything's there. I'm doing it, but I'm not doing something, and I don't quite I don't quite know what it is, and I don't think it's. Everything bleeds into something else. I don't think it's upper body. I think it's my hips. I think it's my hips, and my wedge is not quite. Something's just not right, and I'm trying to learn to trust. I'm trying to learn to trust my adductors and trust. I call it trusting the chair. It's one of my cues, because when you squat, it's like you're sitting down into a chair, and everyone's hinge angle is a little bit different depending upon the proportions of their body to the legs, right? And my hinge is relatively low. It's small because my femurs are short and my upper body is longer. Yeah. So I know I know what to do, but it's just not there. Yeah. It's not right. So I don't know. The last I herniated a disc. When was that? May?
I was gonna say it wasn't that long ago.
Was it May or? Something like that, April or May. Kind of like when it had to have been April. So it was April, like right when I stopped working out. Yeah. And that was right when Katie was having a really hard time. Yeah. So I herniated a disc then, and I'm still feeling it in that area. And I herniated it on a squat. And it's just because I wasn't fucking paying attention to what I was doing. And instead of hinging, I just leaned over a little bit. Yeah. Pay attention to what you're doing. think about what you're doing. Like
solid.
It happens to and some injuries are just unavoidable. Things just happen. Yeah. There's so many factors involved. Right? The more things you have going on in your life, like at that point, again, Katie was having a really hard time, and there was some stuff going on with work, and I allowed my mind to wander it.
Yeah. Yeah, you had a lot going on at that point in time.
Yeah. It never stopped. Yeah. That's what I asked you before. Like, does it ever stop? And you're like, no.
It doesn't. It doesn't stop. I mean, my God. I mean, it's still going today. Yeah. And I don't see it slowing. And I asked my dad. I kind of asked.
Did you really
my dad about this? Nice. The other day about it. He was like, no. He goes. I still worry about y'all. He goes, I still worry about all of you. Yeah. He goes, y'all range from 20 to 44.
That's so wild. Your little sister is so wild.
I know. He goes, but I still worry about all four of you.
How old's your brother?
My youngest brother, oh God, how old is he? Oh my God. You're making me do math. I think he's 24.
Wow, really?
I think.
Dang, okay.
Yeah, 24, 25, I think. Okay. And then my middle brother, I'm the oldest. My younger brother's 42.
Yeah,
and then
was
there's
that
an 18
with
year difference. That's with my biological father.
So you're both with your mother, your biological mother.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 3 out of 4 of us are.
Really?
Yeah.
That big of a difference? Even so, the youngest brother.
The youngest brother, it's between my adopted dad and my biological mother. Yeah. And that's an 18-year difference between him and I. Wild. Yeah. And I was like, 44 minus 18. And then he turns, and his birthday's coming up, December 30th.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and then my baby sister, God, she was, I think it was 25 when they adopted her. I think. God, I don't remember. I don't know.
Well, at one point, we'll have to go through that story because that's got to be an interesting story.
Oh, the adoption from my sister?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Side note. So when they were going through the adoption process, I was working as a waiter and a bartender. Yeah, still working, living from home. I was still going to school and.
Yeah. Well, you're 20.
Yeah, I think it was at that time I was like 20. Well, maybe it was 23.
Yeah.
And I was still, it was Christmas, and I got my mom a purse for 2 weeks straight, double shifts to get enough money to cover my bills for the month. And then, of course, have spending money, and then I saved up whatever extra money I had to give to her in place, or including her gift. So I gave him like cash, and I said, I'll tell my baby sister, I go, that left foot belongs to me. I paid for that foot. That foot belongs to me.
So funny.
Shut up.
Should tag it or tattoo it.
Yeah.
Corey's foot.
Yeah, property of Corey.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, with it like in that the italic stamp or whatever.
Yeah.
It is. Absolutely, you should.
Or just like the Andy style, but put Corey.
Oh, that's good. I love that. Yes. Oh, that's funny. Bless her heart.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Her name is Sarah.
Sarah. It's coming, Sarah.
Oh yeah, it's coming. Yeah,
Does she watch? Do you know?
I don't know.
Is anybody from your family watching this?
Yeah, actually.
Oh, they do?
I know our brother has.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he followed the Instagram page.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think both my brothers did.
Oh, they might. That was the one that I saw recently.
Yeah. The middle brother is he works in restaurant equipment sales. He used to be a former chef.
Oh, yeah, you told me that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So
yeah, that was
and
good,
then
man.
that's not a bad one.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. There.
Swag.
Bing.
Bing.
Yep. So
I love that.
with the I guess we're talking about doing some other swag too, though, right?
Yeah. I mean, were you finished with that story?
I mean, yeah.
We're working on other swag. We need to figure out we need to figure out the shirts situation.
Yeah.
The guy that I had in mind to do the shirts is just packed. Like there's no way. Like he's got too much stuff going on.
Yeah.
So we'll need to go with someone else.
Yeah. Maybe revisit the original place that we talked about.
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, we just need to get it going.
See what the price point is.
Tablecloth?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it should be. I think it was going to be today or tomorrow.
Okay.
But and I don't know if he was going to bring it by the store or if he was going to ship it to my house. I told him that just let me know when it's ready and I can come get it, or if because he's pretty close to where the store is, he could just drop it off. Whatever it is. So yeah, you're okay. So your journey with your not so much the nutrition because we have a very good idea of how we're going to go nutritionally.
Yes.
The current training you're doing, are we going to evolve that into more of the powerlifting thing? Because are we going to do the Scarlet?
As of right now, yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
I would like to.
Okay.
Yeah. And then from May, because I'd like to do at least one more meet. Probably, I mean, once I hit 45, which is in 5 months. God, that felt old. I need a minute. That hurt a lot. I don't feel.
No, dude.
45.
Don't even worry about it.
But it's
age
just
is a
such
number.
I get that, and you hear that all the time.
Yeah.
But it's so weird because I still feel just like this idiot 20 doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Wow.
And making it up
not much
as I go along. Yeah.
That's basically what we are.
Pretty much, yeah.
We're so immature. We're absolutely like 21.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Man,
I mean,
the cool thing is, though, instead of having to be out chasing tail, we just chase our wives around the house.
and still get the same reaction, which is weird. No.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. But whatever.
Yeah. I mean, but it's weird. But I mean, I'd like to do at least probably one meet while I'm, as I turn 45, and then that will probably be the last time I do.
Really?
Yeah, just because
just don't have the urge for it?
I just don't have the urge for it. This is a fantastic group of people just because, and I've said it before, it is the only sport that I've ever known where you will be up against people. Ultimately, you're against yourself, but everybody in the room is cheering you on.
Yeah.
And
it really is.
Yeah.
And strongman is the same way.
Yeah. It's fantastic. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah.
But
I'd like to see you do some strongman stuff.
Ultimately, though, I think I'd like to do more
bodybuilding.
Yeah.
Okay.
After that,
I kind of want to get. I'll stay in power. I love powerlifting. I love the people. I love the sport, and it's funny because I am not genetically gifted by any stretch of the imagination, and I am.
Both.
I've really had to fight. They're not very impressive. But I've learned so much, like going through that struggle, and it's awesome. It's definitely super fun. I really like it. Hold that thought. And we're back. Okay.
So now
hypertrophy.
Yeah. So I would like to do. I think focused regimen after the powerlifting competition.
Okay.
I'd like to kind of just see what I could do.
Bro, you got a great foundation for it.
I mean, I'd like to see. I'm not looking to do like competition or anything, but I would just like to see what I could do. Just that morbid curiosity, and I know it's gonna suck, and I know I'm gonna be a little bitch when it comes to the food. I know it for a fact.
You know what? You say that, but you've gone through it a couple of times now. That it's like. It's literally just taking it like one more step. It's not.
Yeah, and I mean,
it's not as hard as you think it would be. Is that the dog?
That's Bear.
Yeah,
my dog is in love with
the baby. Yeah,
with the baby.
So hold that like
very.
Okay.
I like being this size.
Yeah, I like you being that size.
It's just the midsection. That's just it. Just getting rid, trying to trim the fluff.
We need to do a lot of leg work.
Oh yeah.
So your back is fantastic.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We need to do.
It's the sticks.
We need to do arm stuff. We need lots of forearm work. We need leg stuff.
Yeah, it's so weird. I mean,
not that they're small, but they're not proportional.
No.
So there's a lot of work that needs to get done, and that's the cool thing about training for. Okay, so like general hypertrophy training is very different than bodybuilding hypertrophy training because we got to work on lagging areas, and there's
a lot to work on.
No, you have a great foundation.
Thank you.
We need lots of leg stuff. So all the hinging stuff you're doing now is fantastic. For this. But you needed to do that anyway.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Even for powerlifting.
Yeah. I mean, it's just the strongman training is a lot of fun.
It's so much fun.
It is. It's a lot of fun.
Shit out of my tongue.
Oh God, I hate that. I did that the other day to the point where it was bleeding.
Yeah, I think this one as well.
Really? You need something?
Nope.
Okay.
We're good.
All right.
Just endure the pain.
Work through it.
Walk it off.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll definitely do it. And I kind of want to. Not that I'm like. I'm not tooting my own horn or anything, but it's very easy for me to pack on tissue.
Yeah.
And some people are just like that. That being said, my connective tissue is garbage. So I will build too much tissue too fast and start tearing stuff. To my detriment. Is it leaking?
No, it's sealed. But was that limoncello that we never tried?
I want to try that so bad. But yeah, so I kind of want to shred down. Maybe kind of the same thing. Maybe get down in the 230s and just kind of see where I'm at. Because I know at 240. At 240, I'm about 12%.
Yeah.
I'm pretty low.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I've built I would say a lot more. I've built a couple more pounds of tissue since then. So
that's another thing I'd like to do would be one of the where you can get your body fat percentage, but when you're floating in the water.
Oh yeah, hydrostatic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just to see where I'm at.
Yeah.
Have that as the baseline, and be like, all right, this is where we want to be, and then.
Yeah, I'll get you in contact with.
I mean, I've done.
Well, area is. Yeah. I mean, we live in Houston, so area is anywhere within like a 3-hour drive radius.
So far.
It's just a huge city. So I gotta go. We'll get you in contact with them and get that.
Yeah,
done.
that'd be good.
It's.
I mean, that'd probably be something that we do after May.
Could be. Everything.
Or would it be better to be before?
So my journey is the 500 bench. But I don't mind leading down as long as it doesn't interfere with that. Once it starts to interfere with that, then I'll have to go back up.
Well, I meant for me though.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Sorry, I had in mind that we were talking about doing that together.
Oh, I would love to do that together.
Yeah, and I would too. That would be a lot of fun.
That'd actually be a great thing to have content on.
Yeah. Just catalog that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we can. The road to 500. Then I'm down for it.
I mean,
we can get you to drop much faster than it would be than what I would want to do.
I don't want it to be.
Well, you're not losing muscle tissue, but we can lose for you. We can lose if we're in straight hypertrophy training. we can go up to like £1.75 pounds a week.
Okay. Yeah.
Because we're not worried about performance, so you'll feel a little sluggish, but we'll
at 45, that's nothing out of the ordinary. Well, not at 45 yet. 44.
Yeah, and we might change some other things too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it. Something fun.
Yeah, man, it's cool. Okay,
so
and we're back.
We're back.
What were we talking about? Renfest. That'll be fun. Yeah. So Texas Renfest. I mean, most of our listeners are local, but if you're not, the Texas Ren Fair is huge.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of the biggest in the nation.
I think it is the biggest.
Is it the biggest?
I think so.
It's huge. There's a lot of stuff going on. So that's super fun.
Yeah, that's a good time.
Yeah, so we're going to go do that in a couple of weeks. Oh, that's the plan at least.
Yeah,
we got to find a babysitter. So, but no, I'm really looking forward to that. If we can maybe get some footage out of that, it'd be great.
Yeah.
But if not, whatever. I just want to have a good time.
Yeah.
So that'll be a really, really good time because we haven't been since 2019, 2020.
Oh, okay. It's been a little bit.
Been a minute. Yeah. We used to.
Yeah, I'll be getting my beard painted. I do it every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the last 3 years.
Like what colors?
The first year I did, it was red. I mean, bright red. I looked like Yukon Cornelius from the Rudolph.
Oh God! Really?
Oh yeah, dude.
Nice,
dude. I have to show you a picture.
Yeah.
And then the year after that, it was blue. I mean, just blue. It looked like I fell face first into a Smurf.
I wasn't going to say that. You not fell face. You didn't fall face first. You voluntarily went in for that one. Yeah.
And the year after that, it was purple. So, and with each time though, my darling bride has said, put glitter in it. So they would put glitter in there as well. So I'm getting glitter all over the shirt.
That's so fun.
Yeah. So now this year's to figure out what color it's going to be this year.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you covered the bases. What about?
I thought about green, but Stacy thought it might look like I have just moss growing on my face.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
We'll see that.
I was thinking about doing like blue, like a blue color, and then having like a white X across, and like I have the Scottish flag on my face.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So
I'd be cool with that. That'd be good.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Who knows? We'll see. We'll find out. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. Bolo's sporting a kilt too.
Both of us will be on a kilt.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Sporting.
Actually, Gage will too.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's all about it.
Dude, I'm gonna just everyone I see just hike it up a little bit.
Yeah. Just like
I like showing my legs off. They don't look great right now, but I just do. I don't know.
Well, hey, why not?
They're getting bigger though.
Lucky.
Yeah.
So that's not so easy for some of us.
Man, I don't know what it is.
Genetics.
I guess I don't know. Like I said, I have no problem putting tissue on if I want to.
But see, upper body I can put tissue on, no problem.
Yeah.
It's my legs.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't know why.
Well, it's like that one day we did. Like, what did we did? That one day we did here. We did 2 movements. It was squats and destroyed us. So it's just more of that shit. It's just you targeted, dedicated concentration.
Well, yeah. I mean, we were going to do a little bit of just a leg focused programming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and we started it.
Yeah. And then
how far did we get?
We got about 2 weeks into it, and I jacked up my knee.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
And working with Devin, I mean, Devin's just got
he's got some tree trunk legs. Yeah.
He's got red oaks for for legs, and he's got me smoked on legs.
Yeah, he's thick, man. He's thick. He looks good. When I saw him, he looks good. I'm really happy for where he's at. He's going to look even better.
Oh yeah. All right. So with being on a fitness journey, wanting to better yourself nutritionally or physically, how big of a key it is especially for those who are married or in a relationship, for your partner, how they can be a key successful or being a part of the failure of that journey.
Yeah.
I don't want to say a failure, but just being an obstacle or a hurdle. Yeah.
Hindrance.
In that journey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like so many other things, it depends. Yeah. But in almost every single case, the more supportive your partner is, the more likely you're going to reach the goals that you
Absolutely.
set out to do. Absolutely. Now, for some people, well, I'm not going to say that. For some people, they have their support network that's outside of their home that they really rely on, and they can still complete it no matter what.
Right.
And kudos to them, and they're able to very, very much so separate the home life and the gym life and stuff.
Right.
But for the vast majority of people out there, yeah, dude, you need that support at home.
Oh, and absolutely.
It's so important, and some people deal with. Even if you're in the gym and that's your journey, the spouse that you have, they're on their own journey as well. Whether it's in the gym or not, everyone's on a journey.
Right.
And sometimes there are things within their journey that they're struggling with.
Right.
They feel like if you're on this journey that there's going to be a separation.
Right.
And that's very common. And it's very important for you to communicate to your spouse very clearly what your goals are, what you're trying to accomplish, why.
Right.
The why is very important too. Just like with your coach, you got to do that with your spouse too. Like why you want to do this.
Right.
So they understand that you're a very common thing is that they think that you're trying to make yourself better to find someone else.
Right.
That's a very common thing that I hear. And it's if that's what you're trying to do, communicate that clearly and y'all just separate.
Right.
But normally that's not the case.
Right.
You need to clearly communicate, hey, this isn't about me trying to leave you or make you upset. This is about me trying to better my life.
Right.
And I need to be able to do this, and it would be a lot of help if you were to support me in that. And even if the support it's as small as saying, oh, you look great.
Yeah.
Or like, oh, wow, like your arms look bigger.
Yeah, yeah.
Something
Absolutely.
as small as that.
But what I've seen, not just with anybody in particular, but more than one person, it's when that other person starts to see that they are making goals and are making headway in their journey, and that person is going, hey, let's go get ice cream. Let's go here's some cookies.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if they're doing it to sabotage that journey, or if they're doing it to better themselves or to make themselves feel better or what, but it would be great to know where that's coming from.
Yeah, that's a really good question. From what I've seen and what I've coached people is it's never from maliciousness. It's never from malicious intent most of the time. Sometimes it is.
Yeah.
And in relationships that it is like that, there's some other resentment that's happening. Yeah. And that other thing needs to be addressed first.
Yeah.
But in this case, it has to, well, I'm not going to say it has to. There's a couple of things that it could be stemming from. One of those things is an insecurity.
Right.
And again, it's that insecurity of, hey, you're going to look really good.
Right.
And, I'm not on that journey. I'm not going to look really good.
Right.
And there's like you're either going to find someone different, or there's a jealousy that you're taking this journey.
Right.
It's kind of like, oh, come back over to my side so we can go on this other journey.
Right.
What they have to realize is that there's no sides to this.
Right.
It's just a matter of, again, it's journeys. Everyone's on their own journey.
Yeah.
And journeys change, things change, goals change. We just talked about how I want to hit this 1500 right now, and then when next year starts, I'm road to 500, right?
Yeah.
That's my journey changing, it's evolving.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that the journey that I have in my life with my spouse is changing, because it's not.
No,
right?
No, absolutely
not. And my wife knows that, and she gets it. And try to be very clear. Try to be very, very clearly communicate. Like, this is what I'm doing. This is why I'm doing this, because I have this passion for it and this love for it, and it has nothing to do with her. Yeah. It's my journey, and then where our lives meet, we have our own journey, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a long-winded answer, but there's some insecurity there, and what that person needs to do is address why they're, to your word, sabotage, right? It's not quite sabotage, because it can make that other person's journey very difficult.
Oh yeah,
because they want to please their spouse.
And then you end up having people being resentful of the other person
on both sides.
On both sides, exactly. Yeah. And you'd hate to see somebody give up before they can really start.
Yeah, that's really common too.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really common.
And that's where I think, it would be nice to have a female perspective on that kind of, no matter what side of the journey that they're on.
Yeah.
To get their insight.
Yeah. I saw this thing, I can't remember if we talked about this or not, but the way men and women's brains work, a man's brain is like a waffle. And when you're pouring syrup on the waffle, you're filling up each individual cell.
Right.
And each individual cell is its own thing.
Yeah.
Right. And whenever you pour too much syrup, they'll bleed over.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it'll all even out.
Right.
Right. And men are categorically much better at compartmentalization of those certain things. And which has its pros and it has its cons because each thing is its own separate thing. And we men categorically have a much harder time of seeing the larger picture and how things interact with each other. Right. Women, on the other hand, their brains are more like a bowl of spaghetti. And the thoughts are the noodles and they're all intertwining and everything is connected and everything flows together. Yeah. And that makes it very difficult for compartmentalization to occur and to say, okay, my journey is separate from his journey. To them, it's the same journey. Yeah, right?
Exactly.
I'm speaking very general terms here. Yeah, obviously, that's not true for everyone. Right. But at the same time, it's very easy for them to see the whole big picture and to see much further down the road, right? Yeah. So each side has its pros and cons. And yeah, I think it'd be good to get that other kind of perspective from a woman as well. Yeah. Yeah, but it's, there are women, so women will sabotage their spouses. A woman will sabotage their male spouse's journey just as much as the man will sabotage a woman's spouse.
Oh, absolutely.
It's the same insecurities. Oh, yeah. It's, she's going to get really hot and she's going to attract other guys. That usually always stems from a lack of confidence in themselves and a lack of security within themselves and saying that, I'm worthy. Right? Yeah, regardless of whatever their journey is, I'm worthy of that. Right. And everyone's worthy of everyone else.
Yeah. Yeah. Agreed. Absolutely. Yeah. So
cool.
Yeah.
All right. You want to do whiskey?
Yeah. Y'all want a drink?
Let's do a drink.
All right.
Sounds nice.
All right. So the last time y'all were with us, we had two options: Oak and Eden and Angel's Envy.
Yeah, we tried the Oak and Eden.
Went over quite well.
Quite well. Beautiful.
So this time we're gonna do the Angel's Envy.
Yeah. So do we have good ice?
Yes, I've got good ice.
Yay! No peasant ice today.
I love how this is always going to be a thing.
Yep. Yep. Always.
Yeah. But I have peasant ice in case you want it.
I'll pass. Thank you. That's funny.
Oh, that's interesting.
What?
Check that out.
Oh wow, that is interesting. Yeah. It's got a little nipple.
Yeah.
Little
usually it's a little nipple, but that's like a little feather.
Boop.
Yeah.
That actually looks really cool.
That being said, they do cigars.
Oh, speaking of that, it's so nice outside.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Man, it feels so great. Oh. It feels so good.
Come on, help you out here. So, what's been going on with you?
Well, we talked about a lot of it.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so I didn't talk about it earlier about like sleep and stuff.
Oh yeah. So, where's the dog when you need him?
Yeah, right. So I trained yesterday.
Yeah. So much easier.
Yeah, that was easy. I trained yesterday. I didn't train today. I got like 2 or 3 hours of sleep last night. In the order of priorities, right? Sleep, nutrition, training. You must prioritize things in that order, or your training will never be what it should be. Yeah, or optimal. And not just your training, but your journey and your journey in total will never be as good as it could be. So I did not train this morning. I took a little bit more of a nap. Both kids last night were just up. I think their allergies have been bad. We had a really hard cold front. Dropped 20
degrees. 20 degrees.
Massive difference in temperature. And
at one point, driving home yesterday, it read 99 degrees outside.
Yeah, I knew it got up to 100 this weekend. But yeah, so I prioritize sleep. I didn't train. I'm gonna try my best to train tomorrow morning, and then I've got training again Friday. And I'm not looking forward to training on Friday. I cannot stop thinking about it. I don't want to train squats. I don't want to do it.
Wow. That's so unlike you.
So like the urge to run away.
That is incredibly unlike you.
It's weird.
Your coach.
I have.
And
we talked yesterday.
Just push through?
We're not going up in weight. We're keeping weight. We're going to keep weight the same.
Yeah.
We're gonna try to increase. We're gonna try to increase sets. But we'll see. If it's not there, it's not there, and I'm gonna stop. If I have pain, I'm gonna stop.
Honestly, you need to have somebody with you. I think.
I think so. I don't mind training.
Are you doing it tomorrow or Friday?
Squats?
Yeah,
Friday. Shit happens.
I think having a day off is probably a good idea. Just taking the day, especially when you have no sleep. Yeah.
Well, I still got to train tomorrow.
Well, yeah, but I'm talking about you didn't train today though, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think taking today was a good idea because you got no sleep. What's your nutrition been like today?
Good.
You ate today? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Water?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm hydrated.
Okay.
I was
Salt?
a little.
Okay.
Yeah, no, nutrition's on point.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
Not worried about, nutrition's on point. Whatever. Well, okay, I say nutrition's on point. Yesterday I had to up my carbs because it was just the deadlift day was brutal.
Yeah.
So I upped the carbs because you've been doing this long enough to know like how your body is and how your body responds to certain things. So it's not gonna affect me from a like weight loss perspective or weight gain perspective. It's not going to affect me. It's just I needed that for.
I was going to say for that energy.
Yeah, I needed that for, and my body was just calling for it. Okay. So this is
Angel's Envy.
Angel's Envy.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the. There's. I mean, they do different casks and they do different blends, but this is just their straight blend.
Okay. So let's see what we got here. Vanilla, very strong.
Oh yeah, of course.
Nice oaky, but not charred oaky, like a fresh.
I'm getting like some kind of a fruit.
I'm getting a fruit. Hey, I'm getting an apple. Pear.
Get like a
pear.
I'm getting like a maple syrup as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get a maple.
Grape.
Whoa. Oh. That hit strong. That hit real strong at first. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting something a lot more mellow. We didn't cheers. Sorry.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Let's lunch it.
Yeah, it hits really strong up front.
Yeah, it's got a harsher bite to it up front.
Yeah.
Get vanilla.
Vanilla's really
cream.
Strong. It's got a good body.
Yeah, it's nice. It's got a. It's like a
caramel. Yeah, vanilla and caramel cream.
Yeah.
The vanilla cream with the caramel. Oak.
Hint of cinnamon.
I'm getting pear. Is that normal?
In the taste?
Yeah.
All right, so...
Well, on both. On the nose and the taste. I'm getting pear.
All right, so on the nose, vanilla, raisin.
Oh, it is raisin. I'm not
maple
really,
syrup.
I can't really get that. Maple, yeah.
Leather, brown sugar, caramel, creme brulee, marshmallow.
Yeah.
So the cream.
Yeah, creme brulee. I get the apple. The apple comes through really strong for me.
So on the palate, vanilla, a ripe fruit, maple syrup, toast, a bitter chocolate. I can taste the bitter chocolate. Apple again, caramel, brown sugar.
So it is apple, not pear.
Yeah, creamy, silky, a candied tangerine, and a toffee.
Toffee?
Yeah.
That's the caramel.
Yeah. On the finish, clean, lingering sweetness with a hint of Madeira. I don't know. With a fruitfulness and lingering of spice, a medium cinnamon note, and a bit of mint.
The mint right at the end, I do get that.
Right at the end. Mm-hmm. Right at the very end.
I get that kind of bitterness in the back.
I think this would do. This to me feels very much like a fall style.
It is very
bourbon.
fall. Yeah. I agreed.
Yeah, this would be good, like sitting by the fire, having a cigar.
Yeah, I think I need to let it sit for a second. It's really harsh up front.
Yeah.
I like the smoother. I think I like it smoother up front and harsher on the back than I do harsh up front and smoother on the back.
So now believe it or not, the alcohol content is higher on the Oak and Eden.
It doesn't seem that way.
Yeah, it's a 45 as opposed to the 43.3 for the Angels.
I think I like the Oak and Eden better as of right now. It maybe open up, we'll see. But I like that apple. I like the apple and I like the vanilla. It's good. It's very nice.
It is nice. I like it. I've always been a fan of the Angel's Envy, but the Oak and Eden I found later.
Oh really?
Yeah.
All that hot. We got a lot of cuts in this episode.
Yeah.
That's okay though.
Yeah.
Are you still blue? Good.
I'm blue.
Yeah. So I kind of want to get into something. We touched on it.
Okay.
We touched on it a minute ago. We'll go both sides.
Okay.
Since you've started last week, right? You started this journey last week.
Yeah.
How has your mental health been the past? Like, I know it's only been like a week and a half, but how have you been feeling? Has it improved, or is it kind of been the same?
It has improved, just because I know that I finally got a target. A
goal.
It was, a goal.
Got it.
I was just getting dressed, and I put a shirt on, and I was like, whoa. Because I could see it, like, right in the midsection.
Yeah.
And I was just like, that's not... And I don't really know how it got to that point. It kind of just snuck up on me. So I started kind of just reevaluating. And you and I were talking about it, how, what happened? Has anything changed? I'm like, no, nothing really hadn't changed. But then it dawned on me. It had. I noticed that it was little things that was added on. I found myself being the cleaner again.
Okay.
There's like little stuff on the food, you're grabbing a little bite.
Very interesting.
If just grabbing something to drink, still drinking water. There's a little bit of Dr. Pepper.
Ooh, bro, that'll sneak up real quick.
Yeah. And that's what did it. It was those two things.
Yeah. It's crazy how easy it is to get into a surplus.
Oh, yeah. And I didn't realize how much it was happening until I just stopped and kind of thought about it. Which, in turn, kind of brought up something I was talking about with Devin today. And it's something you and I have discussed before.
Okay.
And create, just like what I've got here, but to where it's, when you open the book, first page is your workout, second page is your nutrition. So those two front-facing pages are a day, and you flip it. And each time you flip a page is the new day, to where you have your workout lined up. It's got your notes. And I think I've sent you kind of what it would look like before.
I don't remember. Maybe.
Yeah. But I would love for you and I to pair up and create one.
Okay. You want to do like a Wicked Bearcast?
Yeah. Bear nutrition.
Bear muscle?
Yeah. Because I know you've talked about wanting to do something like that.
I have so many ideas. The problem is I have so many ideas about it. I don't really know where I want to start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know that because I know how you are, because everybody's journey and everybody is so specific, and it's got to be tailored to them.
Yeah.
To where it's hard to just create a general deal.
Yeah. And I want to make it as easy as possible for people.
Yeah.
And like trying to to your point. Yeah. It's
but
100%. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, what I'm wanting to do is kind of cater to, and each one is going to be its own phase, or each book. I want it to where I've got enough space to where we can have notes in the book of how the day went, or how the workout went, or it's something I'll be playing around with, but it's something I think would be good to have, because you and I are both big fans of writing stuff down, especially when it comes to the workouts and the nutrition. Because you're putting more thought into writing it down than you are just typing it on your phone.
Yeah,
because so many times you can just kind of type it in your phone and forget about it.
Yeah.
It's not as tangible as actually physically putting pencil to paper or pen to paper.
I just like that. It's something, it makes it more
permanent.
It makes it more real. Like you're putting I feel like when you write it down, like you're putting that into physical reality.
Yeah.
And it's there, right?
Yeah.
Psychologically, something is different. Yeah, and to your point, agreed. It's
So, I mean, I'd like to.
Yeah, I think so because I have a very specific way that I like to do things, but it's all centered around the same philosophy.
Yeah.
And I think that philosophy can be put into that kind of a format.
Yeah.
So we think about a way to do that. I'm totally down for that. Yeah. And then we talked about doing recipe book and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally down for that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we can work on that.
Yeah. So
going back to you though, going back to the mental health.
I mean, I wasn't in a oppressive state or a bad place or anything like that. I was just a bit more conscious. It was kind of. Maybe that's not the right phrase. I was much more self-aware, and I know how I've been in the past, where I would have been like, "Oh, I look gross. I feel disgusting," and I did not feel that way.
Good.
I knew I'd put on the extra weight, but I didn't feel. Again, I didn't feel negative towards it. I was like, okay, time to trim it up, trying to tighten up a little bit. But I didn't feel sluggish. I didn't feel, and it's like we talked earlier. I didn't feel the effects of the extra weight so much as I had in the past.
Yeah.
Just because of being much more physically active now as I was opposed to.
Yeah. Muscle, dude, you got a lot more tissue on you than you, well, obviously more tissue, but like a lot more muscle tissue than you did then. And muscle just, God, muscle's heavy, and two, the more muscle you have, regardless of your weight, it's just, you're just better. If you have any doubt in your mind about how you're moving and feeling, go build some muscle, and you'll feel better. Even if you increase your weight, go build some muscle, you'll feel better.
Yeah, and it's funny. You preached it more than once. And I've said it to myself as well. Don't listen to the scale.
Yeah,
the scale is
it's a tool.
Number.
It's a tool. You don't put. People put so much emphasis on the scale.
Yeah.
You don't put that much emphasis in a hammer.
No.
There's no difference. No. The scale just helps you know where your weight is at that point in time. It's not a. Yes.
Yeah.
That's so irritating.
Yeah, and I just stepped on the scale and was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm also like.
A little bit of a wake-up call?
It was a wake-up call. It was like, all right, it's time to, start, focusing on more on what I'm actually inputting. And because we both know my output has not been what it had been 6 months ago.
Yeah, definitely.
Just because of
life.
So yeah. So, and, it was weird. It was just a kind of a weird awakening. So, mental health, again, hadn't been bad.
Good.
Not great, but not bad.
Good.
Yeah.
I think also it's easier to feel, you don't feel as bad about it when you know you can lose it.
Yeah.
Right? So and when you've done that before, it's a lot less of a daunting task to be like, oh, I gotta lose this weight. Like, let me tell you something. And it's something I've told you many times, and I think you're starting to come around to the idea. Right. It's very easy to lose fat. It's not hard. It's really not. Gaining muscle tissue is hard.
Yeah.
That's very difficult to do it properly. It's really tough to gain tissue. To gain lean tissue, to lose fat mass, it's so easy. Yeah. It's so easy.
Yeah, and
it just takes time.
Yeah.
Right? I think it's easy. Easy is the right word. I was going to say it's simple, but sometimes it's not always easy.
Well, I mean,
but it really is easy for everyone. It's easy.
It is. It is in the grand scheme of things. It is simple.
Yeah, man. It's a lot easier than spending crazy amount of money on medical.
And that kind of helps circles back to the journey that we talked about with within a couple, and how trying to better yourself now, especially as we're getting older.
Yeah.
Is going to pay off more in dividends as opposed to paying money on surgeries or
do it now.
medication or any type of health aid that you may have to have because you weren't being physically active. You weren't making healthy choices when it comes to food or drink. Now, am I saying that everybody's going to be perfect? No.
No, I'm not perfect.
Clearly.
You don't have to be.
But
perfect is an illusion.
Yeah. I mean, we're not saying to not enjoy life because that's just not feasible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
you need to indulge once in a while, but you've got to do it in moderation.
Yeah.
And by, again, trying emotionally, mentally, nutritionally is only going to pay off.
Mm-hmm. And today and tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. Yeah.
I don't care how old you are. Start now.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It does not matter how old you are.
It's
whether you're 20 or you're 60.
Yeah.
Start right now.
Yeah.
It's always going to be better.
Yeah.
It's always going to pay off.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Couldn't agree more.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad you're not beating yourself, because I was kind of worried about that whenever you first met me, because it was like, because you've done that in the past.
Yeah, and I have. Oh, I absolutely have. And if I should, I think I've shown you the picture where I'm standing by, the yard sign saying "Happy 40th birthday," and I'm like, and I look at that picture and I'm like, oh my God, how did I get to that size? Mm-hmm. And I'm like,
pretty easy actually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, it absolutely is.
Yeah.
It is. And I swore to myself, I'm never going to be that size again.
That's unfair.
Yeah.
That's an unfair statement.
Yeah, and you're right. It is. And then when I stepped on the scale after putting the shirt on, I was like, oh my God, I'm right at the cusp of that number again.
Yeah. And it was a knee-jerk reaction.
Yeah, it was a knee-jerk reaction. Yeah. It was me going, oh my God, I'm there.
Yeah.
And I like had this immediate flash of I'm that.
Yeah.
I'm that all over again. And I had to stop and remind myself, I'm not.
You're not.
Not, yeah.
Yes.
Which, and that's why I was just like, all right, bro.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's time to get to work.
Yeah, it is. And it was, it's for you and for a lot of people, a lot of people are in the same kind of boat. In order to be on the proper nutritional journey, you need to be on that gym journey as well. Some people don't have to have that kind of incentive, right? Some people can just dive into the nutrition and not have to worry about the gym stuff, and then other people, they can just dive into the gym stuff without worrying about the nutrition.
Yeah, they can outrun those bad food habits, and I am not that person.
You can never
outrun it, but they can.
You can work with
certainly,
it.
Yeah, and they're those people who can somehow be able to work out and just eat like absolute garbage, even if they're not 21 years old anymore.
Yeah. And it's normally people that have already been there that can do that.
Yeah.
Generally speaking, it's not people that are new to a journey. Yeah.
But
because I can, if I wanted to, I could make it work on a steady diet at McDonald's and fast food if I wanted to, but I'm not going to feel like trash if I do it. I'm not going to do that.
Well, no.
I got to perform. I'm not going to be my performance. I can lose weight, gain weight, whatever I want to do with whatever food I want to do it with. It's just, if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it the right way.
Right.
And I'm going to feel good doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Micronutrients are very important.
Yeah.
For sure.
Agreed.
Yeah. I'm glad. I'm happy for you.
Yeah.
And I am excited to see where this journey is going to take you, because I think you're going to, I think you have built more muscle tissue than you realize you have.
Yeah.
But we got to get that.
The shoulder.
Keep talking about that.
Yeah.
We got to get it done.
Yeah. Let me rephrase this. I know the month of November is going to suck.
You know the month of November is going to suck.
Yes.
Why?
Oh, with work. With the things that I got lined up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
So I'm going to have to figure out the schedule and then be like, all right, where are you? How can I find you? Well, I'm not going to find you, but hey, where are you
pretty easy to find.
Yeah, I know where you're at.
Yeah. I'm one of three places.
One of these days, I swear to God, Katie's going to come to you like, where's my husband?
Yeah.
Is he with you?
Yeah.
No, he's probably at the shop.
Yeah. She does that now.
Yeah.
She knows, because sometimes I'm hard to get a hold of, so she'll call my friends. Like, do you know where Andrew's at? And they're like, oh yeah.
Yeah, he's doing a manipulation. Can I help you with setting up his phone? Sure.
Yeah. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, so I was doing a manipulation, and he was there, And I'm like, can you like? I've got oil and stuff all over my hands. I'm like, can you take care of this real quick? And he's like, yeah. so he like helped me set up some admin stuff on my phone. It was so funny. Hey, dude, whatever.
Hey, it worked.
I trust you.
Hey,
whatever. Well, that's good, man. The more I can take off my plate, the better.
I'm glad I could be there to help.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it.
Get y'all's phone plan switched over.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good.
And then the guy goes, so how are you set up on your phone? Dude, we left AT&T.
Yeah, we're done.
Thanks.
Yeah.
We're good.
These sales guys. I appreciate the hustle. And you know what that's like.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
You've been doing really good, though, lately.
It's been, dude, I just got a little bit of good news
Yeah,
a little bit ago.
what's up, man?
It's about time.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, you've had some pretty good news here lately. We got you set up with fresh new accounts.
Yeah, two good size accounts. So hopefully things will start picking back up again. Hopefully.
It's good. It's really
so
good.
We'll see.
Cool.
All right.
You got anything else? You got any questions for me?
No, I don't think so. Mm-hmm. No, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
I think we're just gonna start getting ready for this weekend.
Start getting ready for this weekend.
Yep.
And then we'll have. I think we're gonna have a good time with it, and then we've got Ren Fair after that, and
We'll do one more
probably
before then. Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, next week. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, maybe not.
Okay.
Well, don't you have to?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
We'll play it by ear.
Play it by ear. I don't know what my schedule exactly looks like. And it's time for the little cutie girl back there to get fed. So feed her. Cool, man.
All right.
Good. Well, I appreciate
Always
it.
a pleasure.
Yeah, always.
Thanks for coming by the bar.
Yeah, thanks for coming by, guys. Y'all have a good day.
Cheers.